here on the 4th of July, 2022. We're having a beautiful day. It's warmed up pretty quick. The boys and I were out with the dogs walking this morning. It was nice and cool, and now the hazy sun's starting to show through, and you can really feel the heat. But I put some stuff on the Telegram. There's a real long one. I actually put it on Facebook too. I don't know if that's cut down. I haven't looked yet this morning. Okay, watch out, doggies. Stay over. So, but it's a pretty long thing about germ theory. You guys, you got to check that out. You got to really look at that. And it was pretty dang interesting, that's for sure. But another thing that's happening, I'm seeing, they're having these insurance companies. A lot of them they have between 18 and 49-year-old people in their group policies. They're seeing this 40% increase in death, and these thing, they don't know why. Oh, we don't know why. And doctors are baffled. They're baffled. Why are people just dropping? And then we're starting to see, now they're starting to say, oh, if you're a home gardener, it increases your chance of heart attack. They're going to try to push this off on everything. And I don't know what's up with these doctors that are just going along with this program, and they won't put their finger on what the problem is. All of a sudden we had this big thing that came in the world, the Jabba, and everything's changed, but nobody wants to admit it. Nobody wants to say this is the cause, and I can't get that. And they're still pushing it. You still look. I just saw a thing on there in the States. Vitahold just bought another how many 100 million of these things for people. They just keep buying them. I know they got to be getting huge kickbacks for this, but I still think it's the same thing. It's the Jenny side. That's it just has to be. I can't believe they're still pushing it. And this crap where they want to give it to the little tiny kids. I'm not getting that. And where, previous to what's happening now with the injuries from these things, where was all the body bags before? But watching this stuff on there, it's amazing. The other stuff I see on there, I see a lot of this Q crap, and I still see this baloney. I just saw another one here. If anybody's seen anything about it, they said it was reported on Australian news. I couldn't find it, and they said the Supreme Court overturned the election, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't find that. That's another one of them things. And then Q, today, 4th of July is going to be the big day because that's when everything's going to change. And I keep seeing this Gesera, and all the debts are going to be gotten rid of, and blah, blah, blah. I think that's all something to turn your attention from it. But very sad. It's very, very sad what's going on, and I still don't believe they're stopping. I don't know how worldwide it's going to go with this stuff, and how much more they're going to keep pushing this if they're going to stop. I know they did the same thing back in 1918, and then after so long it quit. I guess they figured they got enough of the folks done in. But are they going to stop this time? It just seems like it's rolling on, and you see all this crap that's going on with these Satanists. In the schools, they're having these men dressed as women coming into the schools. They got these people twerking. They're taking kids to bars. You get somebody. I saw a dang preacher was just sitting there reading his Bible, and the police arrested him. But they let these sissies in their rainbow outfits run around half naked and scream all their stuff. They want their freedom of speech, but you can't have yours. There's the First Amendment's freedom of speech and of religion. There's like 4 parts to it. But they want to shut you up. And a lot of these libs, to me, what I'm seeing some super unhappy people. And when they get rid of one group, like right now they're against the straight white men, and everybody thinks, okay, it's all going to be wonderful once they get rid of all them. But I'm telling you guys right now, As soon as those ones are down, they're going to focus on somebody else, because all they have in their hearts is hate. They have to make everybody worse than them so they can feel better about their own miserable selves. So it's a shame, it's a shame that we're into the 4th of July. Should be a big thing. I seen in one of these states there, I can't remember which one. Now the guy, they want to promote a anti-4th day. What's this? What kind of American is that? It was the politician doing it. It's like, what kind of American is that? He should be just kicked out immediately. Immediately. They should go in there, tar feather this prick, and get him the hell out of there. But you know something? They said, I saw a dang thing on there. Some old German guy was talking. He says that the same thing's going down as happened way back then. 1/3 did in another third, while the other third just sat back and watched it all happen. And this guy said this is what he's seeing happening again. Pretty old dude, but it seems to me, like that's what's happening. That's just not good. It's not very good at all. But we're still sitting on our hands. If it weren't for this dang, if it weren't for the rabies shot, we'd probably be on our way to Mindoro already. My buddy Wes is going to be heading out pretty soon. I hope everything goes well for him. He wasn't feeling too well, and all of us had a couple of days. Mumu started it. He wasn't doing too well. Then it was Dorothy, and then yesterday Maddie. He was lollygagging all day. They take this where they get like not a high fever or anything, not a super high fever, but they spike the temperature, and then they cool down, and then it spikes again, and they just lollygag all day. So that's what we let them do. Make sure they get plenty of water. I don't know if it was something we ate or what, but I wasn't even feeling good just a day there. So that's seasonal, I guess. Okay, there's our little puppies. Yeah, look at our little guys there. This one's really turning out to be a good little baby. She starts to come in the house and will come sit on my lap now, but she doesn't go farther. She's doing good. And of course our little buddy, we're taking them down. We have to actually go and get them their shot also, the last one, and then we'll be able to, we got the paperwork to take them, and who knows, after we do all this stuff, we might get on the boat and they might not even ask us a damn thing. Who knows? I don't know how it's going to work. I hope they don't try to stop us because something wasn't done. I'm seeing that happening to people with the airlines. The airlines will tell folks, okay, you got to do this, that, and the other to get in. And then when they get here, sorry, that's what they told you, but no, this is what we need, and people aren't getting in. I mean, there's vloggers doing stuff about it. So, here it just seems to me there's a lot of stuff. I also saw another thing that really, really kind of ticked me off. There was one lady, her son, he died on the Appalachian Trail in an accident. She's from another country, and she wants to come here to retrieve the body of her baby and her boy, and they won't let her in because she's unjabbed. Okay, all right, if that's the way it is, then it should be that way everywhere, but not the southern border. No, they're just crawling across the border, and they don't got to be jabbed. Why don't they have, if they're going to let them in, why don't they have jab stations there? But they don't. They're going to get the votes from those people because they're going to give them stuff for nothing. Poor slaves. I did see a thing that said Central America, just in the last year or so, they've lost 25% of their population because they're all cruising up to come to America. And me anymore, looking at the state of affairs in the U.S., do they really think it's going to be better? Maybe for them. I don't think for American citizens. Maybe for them it's going to be better, but my goodness, I don't think for the American citizen it's a good place to be anymore at all. I really don't. It's just the crap they're pulling on people in these different states, the stuff they're pulling. California. I seen Newsom. If anybody hears anything about this, hit it in the comments and tell me. I just saw a header on a news thing, but he's putting things out for re-election and he's the guy from California, but he's running the ads in Florida. What's that about? Anybody know anything about that? Give me a hand with that one, because that just baffled me. But who knows? Maybe he's going to try to run for president. They're talking about DeSantis. He might go. And then they said, oh, it would be Trump and him. I don't know. We'll see. You know, this whole thing that's going on with the guy in there now, he should have been out already. And he's still sitting there running the show. And he's some kind of, you know, and you wonder, if you look at him different times, and you look at a lot of these people, morning, you look at a lot of these people, they're different people. I saw Ghislaine Maxwell. You see pictures of her, and then they showed a picture of her supposedly in jail, and it's not because she don't have makeup on or she's older. This is a whole different skull pattern for this person. It just didn't look like her to me. I've seen numerous pictures of Fauci, and there's more than one guy there. It is not the same guy. You look at these pictures, just the way the nose comes off the front of the skull, and somebody would say, one of my buddies said, oh yeah, he probably had a nose job, but no, it's backwards. You know, it's that, do they make the nose bigger to make him look more evil? I don't know. Or is he Pinocchio? I'm not sure. But then you also look at Biden. You look at him. There's different guys. It's different ones. They showed him giving speeches before, and you look at that guy, and now you look at the guys here. It's different. There's different people. So I think there's something definitely going on with these people. But very sad. And then, of course, the Hollyweirds. I don't know what the heck. They don't seem to be doing much right now. I just saw a big thing on one of these investigative reporters had a big thing on about these Hollyweirds, the rituals they got to go through, and you know, with the men and stuff. And it's like, oh man. You know, and it looks like to me, watching some of this stuff, it looks like a lot of them are actually married to dudes too. If you start looking close at these supposed women that they got, holy cow, they're looking pretty doodly, if you ask me. But it's just more I was thinking of. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I wish I was on my way to Mindoro. Kind of sitting on our hands. We're going to be sitting on our hands the whole week. Might barbecue something today. Not doing too much, but you guys all take care, and don't forget to pray for each other, because it's going to be our only way out. We'll see you guys.